Jolly good morning to you. Welcome. This is TMI Socials. Let's talk what is trending currently on the street of social media. I am Anu Stevens, or better still, call me your social media butterfly. Now this morning we kickstart with some cherry news as we did get to see the Kano State Governor Abba Yusuf. He has launched the second phase of the Livestock Fattening Programme under the Kano Agro-Pastoral Development Project to reduce poverty and encourage economic independence. Well, according to a statement by his spokesman, Sanusi Tofa, the program focuses on empowering women in all 44 local government areas by providing livestock to promote entrepreneurship among vulnerable groups. At the launch, Yusuf revealed that 7,158 goats would be distributed to 2,386 women, with each receiving 3 goats each. Well, future phases will include distribution of 1,342 cows and 1,822 rams to both women and the youth. And this got social media buzzing. You're now sharing goats away from the rice distribution. Let's have a couple of tweets to the story and see what you have been saying online. This user says, I am beginning to think that these initiatives are intentional scams to loot money. Another user has something else to say. Let's see what you have. Moving over to the second one. This user, Kuzi, says each goat costs about 320,111.34 naira. If you know, you know. Emmanuel says it's not bad if the goats are hybrids for good milk and carcass value, but it looks like a low-yield breed, so expanding the poverty more. Also, a commissioner or agency can handle this and not the governor himself. Well, away from that, let's move over to the foreign scene, where yesterday we saw Donald Trump everywhere in the news talking about so many things he intended on achieving in this new administration. Well, at the inaugural prayer service, the Right Reverend Mariann Budde, the Bishop of Washington, made a direct appeal to President Trump, sitting feet away, to have mercy on the LGBTQ plus community and undocumented migrant workers. Referencing Trump's belief that he was saved by God from assassination, she said, "You have felt the providential hand of a loving God. In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now." And the beautiful part of it was Trump was there seated with his beautiful wife, listening to everything the bishop had to say. Take a listen.
In the name of our God, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. There are gay, lesbian, and transgender children in Democratic, Republican, and independent families, some who fear for their lives. And the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals, they may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals. They pay taxes and are good neighbors. They are faithful members of our churches and mosques, synagogues, wadara, and temples.
Well, it's how Trump was just moving his head and just looking for me. I don't know. But let's have tweets to the story and see what you have said concerning this recent development. Joseph says on X, why does she have to put the LGBTQ community? These folks have rubbed their stuff in our faces and act as though it's normal to be abnormal. You can show mercy to everyone else, but you see that community, they need to learn that Adam and Eve shouldn't be Adam and Steve. So say no to a useless pride and that's the flag of the LGBTQ there. Well, Black Diamond says, I was looking for President Trump response. I can't find it. I know Trump can't allow such acts in the state anymore, but she's spoken well enough. They are bad eggs to the people and destroying the lives of the young generations. That church is satanic and should be closed down. Another take on this tweet, Otumber says, and I quote, she has a point though, because most Republicans' kids are in the same class. Elon Musk's kid is a trans. Also, have mercy, but male and female must stand. Nothing must stop it. You can do whatever with your body, but should not be government decision. That should not be government decision. Okay, if you say so. Well, this user says, have mercy. How? Is Trump God? Now, Una, they caused this thing. It's just a policy. The policy must be implemented. After 4 years, maybe you will see the benefits. That's Trump. That bullet couldn't kill him. Sorry, your words can't fill a cup. Well, that's all we have on that story. Let's move down here in Nigeria, where we saw a trending picture of our president, Nyesom Wike, and the River State Governor, all smiling and jittering, as you can see now. Well, President Bola Tinubu on Tuesday hosted a closed-door meeting with the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, and the River State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, alongside a delegation of Ogoni leaders at the presidential villa in Abuja. The meeting, which brought together key stakeholders, appeared cordial, as photos shared by the special assistant to the president on social media, Olusegun Dada, captured Wike and Fubara smiling in a rare show of unity amid their ongoing political feud. Well, news actually has it that it has nothing to do with the feud going on between them, but everything to do with the Ogoni clash and the president trying to come in. Well, let's see a couple of tweets on this beat. This first user says, Asiwaju is the leader that everyone can count on. Thanks for this. Oshay. Another user says something else. Tinubu is the chess master. Tell me about it. Well, Abdul Rashid on X saying, I hope this will mark the end of political uprising in River State. Fubara must learn to respect agreement, because agreement is agreement, irrespective of the clause involved. And this user still on X says, it's all politics, bro. They may be good friends behind the scenes, but on the political scene, they will keep fighting themselves. Now, who take politicians serious, they pity for? I'm sure that's what he wanted to say right there. Well, finally, my final story for you would be a particular amazing person trying to correct an impression. So now, if you are a lover of social media, you would have heard someone say, may Nigeria not happen to me, may Nigeria never happen to you, yada yada yada. But anyway, the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, has urged Nigerians to avoid using the expression, may Nigeria never happen to you. Well, the phrase used to express negativity about the country's prospect and systematic corruption had gained traction among many Nigerians because of the present economic situation. Speaking at a platform, an event organized by the Covenant Nation, Oyedele said Nigerians should say instead, may Nigeria work for me. So you heard it loud and clear, may Nigeria work for you. How did you take this story online? Let's see a couple of tweets on this beat. Oh, well, this user says, may Nigeria happen to me the way it happened to Dangote. And the church says amen. Well, Sugar Daddy says, all right, sir, may Nigeria happen to you and your family since you like it that way. Another user says, but it is patriotic to carry all our money, spend anyhow, while the people suffer. I can make it make sense already. And now this user, Ugu, on Twitter says, does he want Nigeria to happen to him in the context of that statement? Question, well, dear people is saying, but it's a valid prayer. May Nigeria not happen to you. That's even saying this. Whew, oh my goodness, you've heard it loud and clear. Instead of saying may Nigeria never happen to you, how about you say may Nigeria work for you? That's my bits this morning on TMI Socials. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's do this again tomorrow. I am Anu Stevens, and may Nigeria happen to you for good.